Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining for day 12 of 30 Days of Sketches with Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life, and today we have another sketch designed by a lovely friend. This time it is the turn of Catherine Ronson. Cat's sketch is fabulous. She has hand drawn it as she does, and I always love a cat sketch, really do. So it's this one here, and it's very much open to interpretation. So we've got a rectangle here with some paper and strips and a photo. We've got sort of like a washi tape or some arrows here, some journaling, maybe some flair and a title, and then a little bit of a filled corner up here. So I'm going to follow it ish. We are going to have this paper, we're going to have some layers, and we'll have a filled corner as well. So this is the picture I am scrapping. This is a picture of me on board the Royal Caribbean ship that Kathy and I went on. This was after we'd just got on, we'd got our luggage, we'd gone through check-in and security, got to the room, then I just nipped outside for some fresh air. I was just having a sit down, just having a minute to take it all in. So that is the photo. This will be one of the first pages in the cruise album. We are using all things Vicky. We've got predominantly print shop. We've got a bit of colour study, a bit of Let's Wander, and a bit of Sweet Rush where you can't see. I have also got the same in sticker form, all sorts of gorgeousness here. And my paper is all print shop. So, what are we going to do? The reason why I've pulled in different ephemera is just to show that the sort of foundation colours in all of Vicky's collections mean that they will go wonderfully together. You can use like some of these blues with colour study blues with print shop, with Let's Wander. It just goes so amazingly. Like if we use this floral and this camera with this arrow, bear with, try and like put that under there, with this little title piece. These were all from 4 different collections, but look how gorgeously they really go together. So that is what we're doing today. Predominantly print shop with a bit of something else. So I want a bit of an arty vibe, because obviously we were there for scrapbooking, but equally it was a cruise as well. So I am starting with a print shop mixed media background from the print shop mixed media pad, which is this gorgeousness, and I love the cover. So this used to be acetate, but obviously we need to be mindful of costs and that. They didn't want to put the price up, so they changed it to cardstock. It's still gold foiled, and you can still use it. I plan on using it as this, with a pattern paper at the top and then a photo here, and you've got a quick, easy, simple layout, and you get all sorts of glorious things inside. I do have all of Vicky's mixed media pads, and that is one of my faves. I love colour study as well. One thing I will say is there is a fault with it. They are not 12 by 12. So they're 12 inches across, but they are 11 3/4 of an inch down. That is not Vicky's fault. It is a manufacturing fault. There's not much we can do unless you send it back. I know American Crafts will happily help you sort it, but I just wanted to mention it in case you got it and you were subsequently a bit disappointed. Personally, I have emailed them to let them know, but it's not going to stop me using it. It's still Vicky, and to be honest, some of my layouts are not 12 by 12 anyway because I've cut wrong or something. So there we go. I've already got my paper layers, my photo, ephemera, and then we'll see where we go. I have got this stencil, which is a brand new stencil coming soon to the Flair Hut. We're still dotty about Flair. This has been designed by Lisa, as all of our stencils are, and it's a row of stars, which are easily repeated any which way you like. I am going to have my paper this way, so we have a blank area for our filled corner, and I just thought it would be fun to add in some extra mixed media on top of Vicky's gorgeous mixed media. I have these stencil brushes. I'm following a tip from my lovely friend Jean. As soon as I use it, I now wash it, and it comes off brilliantly, so I don't have the issue of ink contaminating each brush and dirty brushes. I just wash them, reuse them for any colour, and it really does work. So thank you to Jean. You are awesome. So it just so happens that this brush is slightly wet, so it's actually going on really nicely. I love the way this looks so much. So we're just going to carry on layering this on. There we go. So pull that off and you can see it is just amazing. So now if you wanted to repeat it like here, you would just line that up and repeat there. So easily done. I'm going to put a couple down here. There we go. And then let's put a couple up here and that will be done. We don't need to add much. Vicky's done the work for us. A lot of these prints she did on her jelly plate, some of them on the jelly plate printing course, which Vicky kindly gave me for my birthday this year, so I need to do that. That was last year actually, so I definitely need to do that because my lovely friend Kathy sent me a gel plate and I need to start using it because the things you can do on it are incredible. Do any of you guys do jelly plate printing? So I think that is going to do us for that. Just going to add a couple up here actually. Here. And then let's add one of our shaped ones. So some of the stars have like a pattern in them. It's just so gorgeous. So there is the base of our layout and I love it so much. I have some papers from Print Shop. We've got this text one, which is a repeat of Grateful for the people who make me happy, This Life, On This Day, my favourite, and a repeat of all of that. So this is going to be our first layer as the full 6x8, and that is going to go about here. So covering up a lot of what I've just stamped, but it's definitely worth it. And then this is going to come across like so. Again, covering up a lot of our stamped area, but we do have it poking out, which is what we wanted. I've then scalloped 2 pieces of this paper, because I do love a scalloped border, and I don't use my punches enough, so need to start digging them out more. And they're going to go sort of here, like so. It's a lovely sketch from Catherine, I must say. Then I have this paper and I kind of want to bring these up here. So they're going to come on the other side of our photo. I am going to try and cut this down a little bit, just because I want it to be just shy of 6 inches. So we're going to take a bit off there and a bit off my head. But it's my head, so I don't mind chopping it off. There we go. So I'm not going to mat the photo, that's what all those layers are. Can't believe how quickly I'm using tape at the minute. And I'm not using as much as I normally would either. So this layout is kind of monochromatic without being monochromatic, because we do have other colours in the layout, but it's very blue as well. And I do love blue. So this is going to go here. And I want just these colours peeking out a little bit. And that is our layout done. Goodbye. I'm only joking. So that's the base of our layout. And I think if we look at the sketch, we've stuck to it pretty well. We've got this piece, but I put it under. We've got this piece, and we've got our photo, and then I've just added another piece as well. That's what's so good about Catherine's sketches, is they are so easy to follow or make your own, which is what a sketch is all about. So we do have this. I don't think it's going to be suitable for this page though. I wasn't sure at the time. And we have this big camera as well. It's probably a bit big. I think I'd rather use this one, or even better, this one from Sweet Rush. So I'm just looking now to see what we've got and what we might want to use. I'm going to use these shoes from Let's Wander. They're just going to sit there. Then let's pop this up on foam. I'll just use a little bit of fun foam for that. There we go. Sometimes if it's quite a big area, it's just easier to use fun foam. And that's going to sit about here. So we're going to overlap the shoes as well. We do have a couple of these paper clips from Sweet Rush. So I'm going to use the one that says Dream, Plan, Do. I love that sentiment. So I'm just organising these back into their respective piles. I don't need the whole paperclip part, so what I do is just chop it off like this, because that is just going to sit underneath here, like so. Love it. Then we've got this arrow from Colour Study, which brings in all the blues, and I love it. So I am going to use that straight in with that. And I'm even going to use it here. Like so. We also have this. It says Live Life in Full Colour. It could have been a matte, but I don't think we need that. So as I said, we have 4 different collections here, which I think is just amazing. It just goes to show, if you have older Vicky collections, grab them out, because they will work with your layouts. Then we have a couple of florals here, which I may actually use and tuck under the photo. This one especially, because I've already done that with half of it. So we're going to pop that there. Then we've got some arty-farty stuff. Arty-fartsy. We have got this as well, actually. I've got this one from Sweet Rush, but look how much they coordinate. But that's a bit too much pink for this layout. And I don't think we need another floral. Although, let's just chop it in half a bit, because we may be able to use half here. I'm going to use half there. I'll use this tape, my tape gun, in case, can't talk today, in case I want to move it. Then we've got some arty bits, so we've got a ruler and scissors and a pencil from Print Shop, some paint tubes from Colour Study, and a paint palette from Let's Wander. So let's see if we want to use any of that. And I also have this floral, which is incredible. I love it. So I just thought some arty bits may have helped, because it was a scrapbooking cruise, so it does work. Let's see. Just going to try and layer them up. So we could sort of do something like this, with the paint palette underneath maybe. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Don't know if it's going to look right, but we'll give it a try. So, we're going to have the scissors there. Maybe we'll just use the paint tubes. Okay. That tape runner has run out, obviously. So that's going to go over there. We don't need the paint tube. I just like that it's just a nod to some craftiness going on. And then we can always bring in another element. So like we've got snapshots. Ooh, I love that there actually. Snapshots always, or rather I always, use my photo as a part of my layout and incorporate some of my detail in. I'm going to use that ruler there. So it's not a monochromatic layout, it's just more blue than anything else. So we can add that in there. Then we have got a photo tab here. Not a photo tab, a tab. Which I'm going to put there. Using lots of ephemera, which is good, because that's what I have lots of. I'm going to cut this flower in half. And let's add in half up there. And half down here. I love the colours so much. So we've got that going on there. So this is all print shop, as I said. Oh, it's just stunning. Love it. Then we've got Sweet Rush, Colour Study, Let's Wander, and print shop. Okay. So the scissors are obviously not fully on show. I don't think they need to be because it's just a nod to us being there for crafty purposes. Crafty as in scrappy, not crafty as in, oh, you're crafty. And then, I'm going to look at our sticker situation. Because I do recall seeing a camera from Let's Wander that is like dark blue and gold, so that would have been perfect. Now whether I need two cameras or not is debatable, and I don't think I do. But I wanted to see what it looked like. We have got another arrow, so I'm going to use that. Pop that there. That's from Let's Wander as well. Colour Study chipboard. I love Colour Study. Huge fan, and I think you all know that. I'm going to put that overlapping all those elements. This is Colour Kaleidoscope. So this was released, stop making noise, this was released before I started scrapping, and I've just managed to get hold of some of it over the time. So I'm going to add in Remember just across this top bit. I think it's appropriate, you know, want to remember the trip, etc. We've got a classic Vicky arrow, which I'm going to put at the bottom there, and at the top. Actually, pop that there. I love Vicky Booting puffy titles. Colour study, sorry, stickers. Don't think we need to add much more if I'm honest. So I'm going to use the story behind the photo, and then I will add some journaling to this layout, just by here as per the sketch. So we've got 1, 2, 3 sets of stickers there, and I have a brand new one as well. Crazy. And these alphas are one of my favourite. So I'm wondering if we could maybe add in the year 22. Okay, I think that's going to do it. I'm just going to add my journaling. So I've added my journaling down here. It just says, ooh, bang that, sorry, I do apologise. So my journaling says, we unloaded the car, got the cases to the terminal with the help of a guy there because we arrived a bit later. And we got checked in to the room and our luggage was there. Time for some fresh air and a relax before heading off to meet Vicky with the big case. And what I've done here is added the date, June 17th, with sort of vertically with the 22. And that is going to do it for this layout, guys. So here is a bit of a close-up. There you go. I'd also really appreciate your feedback. Would you like to see the finished layout at the start of the video or on the thumbnail? Or do you like it being a surprise? I saw a discussion over on Facebook. I think it was in the Love RTS group. And it really piqued my interest because I'd like to know what you guys would prefer. Because some of the answers were answers that I wouldn't necessarily expect. Of course, a lot of our stenciling has been covered up, but we do see some here, here, and down here. But thank you so much, Catherine, for today's inspiration with your lovely sketch, which, one more time, is this one down here. And thank you to Christy for all of your help and all of your work in putting this series together. We have a lovely Lara Moss sketch awaiting us tomorrow. Until then, happy scrapping, and I will see you then. Bye for now.